I'm Dan Sheehy. I have the pleasure of being the director and curator of Smithsonian Folkways Recordings. And in that capacity, I have lots of other great pleasures too. And one of them is to be here tonight with a group, which really isn't a group. It's a number of elders from a very small village in the town of Otavalo, which is 2 hours from Quito in Ecuador. And these folks, most of them actually have not ever been on a plane before, they haven't been out of Ecuador before. So what you're going to see here is the real thing, so to speak. And I think you'll notice too that since they're kind of inventing things as they go along, they have a really good time inventing as they go along too. So, and they're inviting you to have a good time as they have a good time as well. 3 days ago, Smithsonian Folkways Recordings launched a new album called Así Kotama. That was sponsored in part by the Smithsonian Latino Initiatives program that has, it's a fund to increase Latino programming and presence in the Smithsonian Institution. And so Smithsonian Folkways Recordings was happy to take some of that funding and produce a recording with videos that you can see on not only the videos that come out of this performance, but on the website folkways.si.edu. You can see interviews with the artists down in Ecuador. So it takes a village to make this music, literally, but it also takes more than a village to make a recording. And there's a key individual, an ethnomusicologist, who was the intermediary. She's writing a PhD dissertation on the music and the life in Kotama, Otavalo, Ecuador. And she's tonight going to be the translator as well as kind of a mistress of ceremonies here. Her name is Jessie Vallejo Silva, and please welcome her. Jessie Vallejo Silva.
Good afternoon. We're so excited to be here. So a little bit about the group Hatun Kotama. I first met them in 2010, just a few years after they started their flute school, which is now a cultural center. And what they've been doing is they're working to revive and to preserve and to maintain and to redefine a tradition that they felt was very valuable and reflected a lot about their culture that kept their lives going. Some of them say, la música da vida a vida, so the music gives life to life, and that's what this music is. It's mostly ritual, and they've been working, and the teachers are the ones that were invited to come and perform today, and so they'll be playing for you. And there's actually about 25 students at the school, and they've been working really hard on it. So we're so glad to have you here, and we'll go through and explain a little bit about each type of song that we're playing for you, and we might ask for a little bit of audience participation, so be ready for that as well. And so without further ado, Hatun Kotama.
Ñukanchikka mana alpa mamata yalichu kanchik, ñukanchik llatamari alpa mama kanchik. Ñukanchikka samay mamata mana yalichu kanchik, ñukanchik llatamari samay kanchik. Ñukanchikka mana nina mamata yalichu kanchik, ñukanchik llatamari nina kanchik. Ñukanchikka yaku mamata mana yalichu kanchik, ñukanchik llatamari yaku kanchik. Ñukanchikka pachamamawanga mana istachu kanchik, ñukanchik llatamari pachamama kanchik. Ñukanchikka apunchi kanchik, ima nishpaka ñukanchik kanchik. Kiki ñukapi, ñuka kikimpi. Runakunaka ñami tigramushkanchik, kaypimi kanchik, kashnami kanchik, runakunami kanchik. Nosotros no somos ni más ni menos que la madre tierra, porque nosotros somos tierra. Nosotros no somos ni más ni menos que la Pachamama, porque nosotros mismos somos Pachamama. Nosotros no somos ni más ni menos que el fuego, porque nosotros mismos somos fuego. Nosotros no somos ni más ni menos que el agua, porque nosotros mismos somos agua. Nosotros no somos extraños a la naturaleza, porque nosotros mismos somos seremos parte de la naturaleza. Nosotros somos Apunchi, es decir, tú estás en mí, yo estoy en ustedes. Los runas, estamos aquí, estos somos, aquí estamos, hemos vuelto, y estos somos los runas.
We are nothing beyond Mother Earth. We are land. We are nothing beyond air. We are air. We are nothing beyond fire. We are fire. We are nothing beyond our mother water. We are water. We are nothing beyond Pachamama. We are Pachamama. We are not alien to nature. We are nature. We are Apunchi, which is to say that we all constitute the divine being. We are everything present in one, and one present in everything. Therefore, you are me, and I am you. Now, we, the first people, are here. We have returned. We are here. We are all of this. We are.
Ñukanchika, runa kunakashkanchik. Ñukanchika chingarina hurkanchimari. Ñukanchika chingashka ñankunapi purina hurkanchik. Ñukanchika llakikunapi purina hurkanchik. Kunanga ñukanchika chayamuna hunchimari. Chingashka purina hushpapas ñukanchika ñami tuparishkanchik. Chaymantami ñukanchika tandachishpa, tandanakushpa, ramarishpa, imata tandachishpapas ñukanchik tukulla tandanakushpa mikushkanchik. Ñukanchik Pachamamatapas kushikushkanchik. Kotama llaktakashkamantaka asi Kotama nishpa takishkanchik. Shinapas kallaripika chingashkami karkanchik. Hala woki kuna anacho ramashunchia. Chayka tanda chingapayare uno gumaski.
Chonomi,
Halakituka,
Harakituka,
Panikituka,
Harikituka,
Panikituka,
Harikituka,
Kaipi Mari,
Kaipi Mari,
Kaipi Mari,
Kaipi Mari,
Kunasi,
Korache,
ahora sí,
ahora sí,
ah hey,
ah hey,
ah hey.
ah hey.
Kunanga, ñukanchik llaktaka Kotama mari kashka. Kotama llaktamanta shamushka runakuna mari kanchik. Kotama mari kanchik. Shinallatak ñukanchika kunan ñukanchik takita takipashunchik. Mayja mama llaktapash takita kacharin mari asi Kotama nishpak takipashunchik.
So the last few songs that we've played are Rama and also Chingashka, and it's about being lost when we're going through the festival. And as we're going around during the Hatun Punja festival dancing, we might get lost from our group in the night. We might get drunk or fall asleep somewhere. And so also as Bruna Kuna, as indigenous people, we're finding ourselves again today. So we were lost, but now we're getting together and we're finding ourselves. And Rama is when we are asking for everybody to get together and to pitch in to realize something that we would like to do. And now, Asi Kotama, we're getting back to Kotama. Here we are, Asi Kotama.
Hey Kuna,
Here is to us,
here is to us,
here is to us,
here is to us,
Ali Mari,
Ali Mari,
Ali Mari,
Ali Mari,
Shijurunami,
Shijirunami,
Shijurunami,
Shijirunami,
Kotamaka,
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 Imaurapai,
Imaurapa,
Imaurapai,
Imaurapa,
Kaibi Mikani,
Kabi Mikani,
Kaibi Mikani,
Kabi Mikani,
Washington,
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 Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Imaurapai,
Imaurapa,
Imaurapai,
Imaurapa,
Shina Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Kunasi,
Konasi,
Rizir Kani,
Erita,
Rizir Kani,
Erita,
Halaku,
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 Halaku.
Kotama kunaka, ñukanchik, kaypi kanchik, hawa Kotama, yupaychanchik kikinguna kaypi kashkanmanta, kaymi kanchik Hatun Kotama, Ecuador mama llaktamanta.
And so we are Hatun Kotama from Ecuador, and we're here to thank you so much for being here. And so now we finally arrived at Kotama, so now we're ready to get the party started.
Ñukanchika Kotama mari kashkanchik, ñukanchikpak Hatun Raymika, Inti Raymi mari kashka, chaypi mari ñukanchika tushunchik, mikunchik, ñukanchika mayman kashpapash ima wasimanka dueño tayaykunchik, pipa wasiman kashpapash punku taymanpash haytashpa yaykunchik yanka chay karenpash ñukanchikpak Raymi kashkamanta.
And so these next songs are from our Inti Raymi celebrations. And as people from Kotama, we go around dancing from house to house at night. And even if the owner doesn't let us in, we kick the door down and we get in there and we go and play. And so they have to give us food and drink, and we play for them. And these are some of the songs that we would play during this festival.
Kotama kunaka chay karembas maimanta kashpapas hari runa kunamari kanchik nacho.
Alipacha kuna makancha.
Maipi kashpapas nyukanchik kashinji pacha kanchi mapi kunawan kashpapas makanakunchija. Muruchu patakunapi hawanahunchik. Shinashata rundinwampas hasta chay karembas munashka takinchik. Y shinashka kipach hasta kucha taimambas yacha runa kunamari kanchik. Shinaka nachu kallarishunchi waukiukuna.
Bueno.
Hasta moco, hijo.
Harime chulu. Harime chulu.
Harime chulu.
Hirime chulu.
Harime chulu.
Harime chulu.
Harime chulu.
Tonda uye.
Tunta uye.
Tonda kudi.
Hanta uye.
Tonda uye.
Tunta uye.
Tonda uye.
Tunta ki.
Ali kuna.
Ali kuna.
Ali kuna.
Ali kuna.
Hari hari.
Hari hari.
Hari hari.
Hari hari.
Kunasi.
Kurasi.
Kunasi.
Kurasi.
Kunasi.
Kurasi.
Ahora sí.
Ahora sí.
Kasari kani.
Kazari kani.
Kasari kani.
Kazari kami.
Sanita.
Hanaka.
Hanita.
Hanita.
Imete kawa.
Imada kawa.
Imete kawa.
Imada kawa.
Ali kunaka.
Ali kunaka.
Ali kunaka.
Ali kunaka.
Kaibi mari.
Hakin sami.
Kaibi mari.
Kabi mari.
Kaibi mari.
Kabi mari.
Imaurapas.
Imarapas.
Imaurapas.
Imarapas.
Shina mishina.
Shena mashina.
Shina mishina.
Shena mashina.
Tonda uye.
Tunta uye.
Tonda uye.
Tunta uye.
Hari hariya.
Hari yancha.
Hari hariya.
Hari yancha.
Ahai.
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 Jugju tanda. Kaipi mari nyukanchipak kajari chishikan nyukanchipak tushui kunaka kashna mari kajarinchik lukuya kantanchik lukuya hawanahunchik maypi kashpapas wasin hawanahunchik shinallatak ñukanchika takinchik mari maypi kashpapas yumba pukyupi armashpa yumba pukyukipa armashpallapas yakuti wasin mari tushungapak rinchik Kotama rundinkunawan hawanahunchik shinallatak bolsa mashinkapan yankunapipas hasta hawanahunchik kunanka yakutin ashakutapas taytakuna nacho takipashunchia.
So
Pagi.
when we go out for the beginning of the festival, this is how we begin it. And whether we get in a fight or whether we meet other groups and have a confrontation, we come out on top. We're the manly man from Kotama. And so wherever we're performing music, this is how we do it.
Oh hey. Oh hey. Oh hey. Oh hey. Como Kotama,
Alikunaka,
Aligunaka,
Alikunaka,
Aligunaka,
Shina Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Shina Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Arma Mishina,
Konasi,
Konasi,
Kolon Sili,
Koran Chilling,
Kolon Sili,
Kolong Chilling,
Shamu Koni,
Shamu Koni,
Shamu Koni,
Shamu Koni,
Saru Shami,
Haru Shami,
Saru
Saru
Shami,
Shami,
Saru Shami,
Saru Shami,
Kangunataka,
Kaikunadaka,
Kangunataka,
Kaikunadaka,
Imaurapa,
Himaurapa,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Ahai,
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 Ahai.
Ahai.
Churigarahu,
Chorigarahu,
Churigarahu,
Chorigarahu,
Churigarahu,
Chorigarahu,
Awata Hawaii,
Hauda Fawai,
Awata Hawaii,
Hauda Fawai,
Ringangija,
Ringagija,
Ringangija,
Ringagija,
Alikuna,
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 Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Oyin Turu,
Hanto,
Imaurapa,
Himaurapa,
Imaurapa,
Himaurapa,
Ali Mari,
Hali Mari,
Ta Ta,
Ta Ta,
Ta Ta,
Ta Ta,
Arasi,
Harasi,
Ahai,
Ahai,
Ahai.
Ahai.
Chure, chure, chure,
Chore,
chure,
chore, 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 chore.
Alikuna, Alikuna.
Kunasi, 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 kunasi.
Último día, último día,
Último día,
último día,
último día,
último día.
último día.
Hanaka,
Hanasa,
Konahei,
Konachi,
Konasi,
Konachi,
Rishami,
Hijami,
Rishami,
Hijami,
Alikuna,
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 Halikuna,
Harikuna,
Alikuna,
Harikuna,
Harikuna,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Hari Hari,
Ahai,
Hari Hari,
Ahai.
Ahai.
Himetakawa,
Himalakawa,
Himetakawa,
Himalakawa,
Himetakawa,
Himalakawa,
Halimikawa,
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 Halika,
Halika,
Halita,
Halika,
Konaho,
Konamate,
Kotama Kona,
Kotama Kona,
Kotama Kona,
Kotama Kona,
Halatu,
Halatu,
Halakuya,
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 Imaurapa,
Himaurapa,
Halaku,
Halaku,
Imatapa,
Himadapa,
Churai, Churai,
Churai, Churai,
Churai, Churai,
Churai, Churai,
Asindangi,
Asintangi,
Asindangi,
Asintangi,
Harikuna,
Harikuna,
Ahai,
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 Ahai.
Ahai.
Kaipikan ako rin ka, oy. Ako siya, sulado si marapa, kaipikan ako rin ka, oy.
Churai, 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 Churai.
Ako siya, nakanga, kaipik. Ako siya, yuksis pa, sun siya, nakaipik, kakaring.
So again, what you saw right there was a presentation of the songs that are played when they're dancing at the Hatun Inti Raymi Summer Solstice Festival, which just passed and ended right before they came to the Smithsonian Folklife Festival. And the festival's about a week long, and each night kind of has its own special theme. And so they begin by dancing around their community, and then they go out to other communities, which is one of the things that Patricio mentioned when he was talking and getting everybody pumped up to go play. He was talking about going to play in neighboring communities. And then also each part of the village finally gets together for the end of the festival, and they go and they kind of battle against other groups of musicians from other nearby villages at the capilla, at one of the local churches. And so what we're going to get ready for now is the marriage ceremony. It's called Nyawi Maijai, and we have a few people who are going to be helping us out with that. We're very lucky to be accompanied by some special friends. And then how a wedding ceremony goes is that a lot of the indigenous people do practice parts of of Christian religions, and so people who are mixing their ceremonies with Catholic elements will go to the church before to get married and then have more traditional ceremonies afterwards. So they'll get married at the church, and the next day is the Nyawi Maijai. And that is the presentation we'll show you today, where a whole group of people will get together for the marriage, and it would be much larger than what we could fit on this stage and that we could have here with us today. Okay, so yep. And so with the flute music, it's a very important part of the more traditional Runa or Quechua parts of the ceremony. And so we'll have some of our musicians up here, and they'll be playing the flauta, which is one of the instruments you've heard, and you'll also hear the bombo, which is a small drum.
Kajari paisa sa alhiro.
Begin.
Novio kona, konanga, keking notami, nyabita maja chigripani, konanga, a la fuerza, mayang chinyabita kosawarme, iskande mayaspa, kapangichi, nyukanchi kajarigrinchi primero, nyukanchi masha mayanchi, ichashna jata, mayapangichi, nyukanchika, chaipami, nyukanchika, kai waitawan, kai cruzwan, maya chigrinchi, maya chispa, nyukanchika, kaipi familia, ayu familia kunapa, shugolpi katishpa, golpe mayachu.
And so we're here today to marry this couple before us, and what we'll be doing is washing their face. It's the Nyawi Maijai, which means the face washing, and we'll also be washing their hands and their feet. And then we'll begin with our leaders of the ceremony and then watch the other parts of the marriage party, so the godparents and the other alcaldes. And then we'll have you kiss the cruz, the cross with flowers on it.
Ima padrino kai digamos alcalde taita kuna ima mayuta sisaguanchi ima gonda maja romianchi maja pachirwange. Cheka pero ima clase de alcalde kuna tapir kangi chiare. Cheka pero ima sisa ima yaku ima pajisha kuna shaya na hungi chika ima yaku taj maski aisa mucho kachapai chiare.
Taita alcalde, taita servicio, maita kangi.
Ta hijo, ya aquí llama canchijo, checa les caiwanga, calla watapa mami kurinchijo.
So what we'll be washing their hands and their face and their feet with? Taita servicio, our leader.
Hina kuna taka asti pai makal pachiari, he karimba che. Sisa taima apa muchunga ima, nachu kache shangi ima te alcalde pajima. Ima machas kachupakarish ka ima charima.
Sina taka ima bata alcalde hapingi chiare.
Chay karimba alcalde ima sisa ka.
Alcalde.
Ima alcalde, mai han bachata alcalde kangi chiare, alcalde pa yaku tishu alcalde ta mañana hungi chica, checa ima mas kachari pa chiare ki una yaku anja pues mas que. Ima sukus kuna pas ima pas chamur kangi chima tayari. Ya mas que shinaja pues kachari pa chay karimbas kay pakati kashta kuina ya humanyu kamanga chay karimbas. Novio pa mama kashta ofrece orka pachama shu kuita hijo.
Trabajas pa karska puño na yahun.
Chuta, Jackie ma chay karimba. Shinata kana happy na karkas na jaga chay karimba shima. Shugo nacha asha maski mejor jago tierka.
Rico na kaskan ka taita novio.
Shinna pacha kay ma chay karimba. Jackie mari. Ali ko tama sharing kichi. Shina ja ma sharing ka kay ma. Masna ma sharing siya minyo ka.
So alcalde, we need ceremony leader. We need you to wash their feet, to wash their hands. What are you doing? Please help us and wash them. And so this is how you wash them. And where are our flutists? We need our flutists too.
Chuta chay karimba shita. Jackie ja makanchi ko. Apurai chala chuta nyuka ta kayar ka mai ko.
Hurry up, we're worried.
Armachi uta. Taita servicio.
Shina pachu padre no shab chuar kang chay ma chuta nyuka o kuna chay karimba. Imasha shika usanga shina Jackie pika. Jackie jamari ma maski
Taita alcalde kuna taka multana mi.
multa na kanga shina pacha kaupka
Tapa alcalde kuna tak.
chaita ni ma chay karimba shina pacha ka
Alcalde, sukus kuna minat listo kangi armas yuksi piangapa.
kunanga ima takatipan taita alcalde ima takapanyari kay pakatik
Padrino kating kunanga.
nyuka pacha nyuka hari ko pacha nacho ima sabe siku chiwe ima sa pacha takana kapanchi ma
So we'll be going on and continuing with
ima sa
our.
takajari ima ruwa naska chukana kani ima sa takana kaniari ma
We'll be going on and continuing with
Pargati
washing
kunta sitaichinya.
the godparents.
Sina
So
kanya maski ning mi chay karimba maski chay karis kay alcalde mga maski karasharia chay karimba mashu
Maski kuyu matajabs.
maski chay karimba kingay majabos kuna kunga ima nyuka chika jana kapani upay chika jana kapani mater ya
Kajari, hijado.
Taita Julio, happy eri.
Madrina.
so I'm
Aliguta maja chipangi madrina taka yangatar manja takar huchu.
So I'm going to wash as the godfather of the ceremony first, and then now I'm washing as the godmother, and they're joking in between. So if any of you know anything about when the Yachaks used the kuis or the guinea pigs to go around, they were joking about using the guinea pig to as the washing.
Taita servicio familia kunta rico pangi maita kangi.
Familia ka kay pimari saya nak mari. Chujada. Chasne. Shukta. Ma pachangaruk tamay jeja. Ma pachangaruk tamay.
His feet are really dirty, so clean them well.
Ma pachangaruk. Ya kuti. Kuna galad.
ima kunanga kuti kay pika kashna chayar na kani
And so now we're going to drink some of our alcohol.
chay si ali siya tama
That was enough. That was way too much.
Awas nyuka kana kunanga rimba nyuka wa kuna taka alta pacha mai jachi pangi chiari chay karimba jashata alcalde kuna ba pacha makangi chiko
And so now we're ready to clean the feet and clean everybody that's getting married.
Chuta chaira sukus kari chay among yaring ima chay karimba alcalde kuna ba pacha makangi chiko
Novio ka machas ka makaska imasha si maijanga.
no sé chay karimba bueno apurai chala chay karimba nyuka taka nyami kuna yako maiko
Why is the boyfriend so drunk? He has to go eat some more.
Taita novio.
Kajari paja novio taita.
No, ni habitara.
Umatara primero kajari. Chas.
So begin wash her head first.
Padre no kazaras ka makaska na atinanga.
Padre no ni mata na echeri.
Novio percaya kasarahan natin lang.
Novia de almanda o kajari novia.
Wash her with a lot of love. What are you doing?
Vai mus pari kumari, ricos pajapas. Não, seja mais chas. How come jata na ama pena itu.
Go up farther to
bigay.
wash her leg.
Kamba jata biganga. Soya kay novio kontara stok chishu. Kanga chay kamanga lobrahi.
Bueno, ima kaupi pas no sé, chay kari
Yaku,
apura pa
alcalde,
chay kari pas.
yaku, Sesa.
Ai jukuna pas na ya
Sini
pas amu
ko
se
na
kaupi ta
bichura
chupara na hong chimachari ko.
Nyabi gutaka ale maija chipangi. No vitaka. Wata to armas kar ko meni focus ka
Slap
focus
his
kar.
head if you want to.
Chuja maki dari kuchi. Chasna. Ama harias ksau hichia naso. Ya, chai biga riku pai. Changaru kuta riku changaru kuta nyakti. Kai ujak changaru kuta.
His feet are really dirty too. He just goes everywhere barefoot.
Ya pa macha chingi ma novia tara.
Novio ka
Padre
hasta
nota.
falta chita falta chiu fespa.
Are chaida ni.
I think the
Ya pa
boyfriend,
chingi kona-
the groom needs a little bit more to drink.
Kona chora hichia novio kona novia kona. Yamai jeskajam.
So now that we've bathed the couple that's getting married, the bride and groom. Hurry up, hurry up. We have to get to the fandango.
Fandango na chaya pang.
Fandango. Are ya mai takangi.
We're missing some
Alcalde
people. We're
mayor.
waiting for them.
Kate alcalde, ruko alcalde may takanki.
Kaipi. Nyuka mi kaipi kani kajari kirpani mi familia kona nyuka alcalde ko kaipi kajari kirpani primera hora kati kirpani.
So let's continue.
novio, dale novio.
Novio, dale como noche.
Kainduta kanya nubrang apa makangkay ko.
Yam ya chahung ka kunang tu tama pinay chicho.
Samascar kumargaus. Novio ka imasel pinsahong.
Pasti matagal pastok saya hanga.
Maestro, maestro, cambia pa y takiguta, esta checar ya que tenía. San Juanito, ngapa ya. Eso, con así. Ahora sí, ahora sí. Tigrapai, 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 tigrapai. Dante la batita, dante la batita. Hasta alijata mi toca najón.
Maski padre taitiko, what's the taiko na maski ripasan siwasi kuma.
So who's taking us home? Where are we going? Okay, so I know you just saw a lot there, so I'm going to take the next changing break to tell you a little bit about what you just saw. So with the Nyawi Maijai, it happens the day after they're married in the church, and what they're washing with is technically they would have a bowl of water that they mix in with flower petals in Sini or ortiga in Spanish, and it's stinging nettle, but not the super strong kind. And so by washing with those two elements and with the water, they're blessing everybody, and they're wishing for a fruitful marriage, for a great life in their married life. And they also represent sort of the great times of marriage and then the rough times as a reminder that, you know, there's stinging times and then there's better, colorful, fruitful times. Then you heard a lot of joking in between. I'm sorry I couldn't jump in and translate all of it for you, but humor is a big part of Runa culture, and so any type of festival you go to, there's always this element of humor and teasing, and just throughout the day, teasing is a big thing. And if any of you have been at the festival and seen us at the stand, we've definitely been joking around, and they've been having a great time and teasing everybody, but all from good places and good heart. And so there's a lot of joking there, and then to the end, let me back up a little bit. There was the fandango that had the violin that they also played on the flute. And with that, it's a type of music that's performed usually at children's wakes or at marriages. And it's music for bringing you to the next stage of your life. So marriage is seen as, you know, entering a new stage of your life, just like death can be. So when somebody dies, they don't disappear, they go on to another life. And so a lot of times the violin will be accompanied by the harp, but we also had the drum replacing the harp, and where there's tapping on the harp as well. So usually somebody will be playing the harp while somebody taps, and then with the violin. But we had a drum, which actually Alfonso Cabascango was playing the drum. He was given by one of the Selet's members from Oregon, who are also at the festival with us in the Endangered Languages living exhibit. The final part that you heard was the Juanicuna, which was the chanting, and the typical words for that are ula hu hu hu, ula hu hu hu. And ula is the name of a spirit that is of the home, of the family, and so by dancing that and chanting those words, and sometimes they mix in other words, they're blessing the home, they're blessing the family. And again, it's for bringing somebody into the next stage of their life and wishing them well with that. So I think we're almost ready for our last set of songs. And we're going to do a little bit more of the Inti Raymi dancing, but this time we may end up asking some of you to help us dance, so be ready for that.
Uha, uha, hakupachi, jai karimba asta, trabajan apakata, hakupachi, hakupachi. Karu karuja, karu karuja, karu karuja.
So while they're dancing, please feel free to come up and dance in the circle with the dancers, please. These dance groups can be as big as a soccer field, so please feel free to join.
kuja, loko kuja, loko kuja. Jugjutanda, 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 jugjutanda.
Tusoy.
Vai tache sikuita, kunanga. Kuchuyari, kuchuyari, kuchuyari. Kuchupai, 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 kuchupai. Yupai Chanchik, Yupai Chanchik.
So we thank you so much. Thank you so much for dancing and listening to us, or dancing with us and listening to us. Thank you. So we're sorry to say that we are out of time, and that was our final song, but we're so glad to have you here. Let's give them another round of applause. This music is really about being performed in the community and during the events, and isn't really a stage music. So part of their task that they've been working on these last few years is adapting it to a stage and trying to work with the limitations of space and people and musicians, because usually it's very large groups during these festivals. Yes.
Kay chichipika kikingunawan, pagtakaska, chik, Kotama, ayuyak tamanda, taitakuna, yukanchik shampashkanchik kikingunaman, yukanchipak kausaitak rikuchingapak.
So you've been here and you've participated, you've been a part of our life from Kotama, and we've been here and participated with you, and we've shared this together.
Yukanchika chichipika kikingunamantaka, yukanchipak runa, yuepika siempre shu yapa nishkaguta charipanchik, kikingunama shu yapaguta kagraripanchik, shinachata kaitaki gupaka manya panchimari kikinguna tukuija hataripaichik.
So he's asking you to stand up to play through one last tune. Patricio, ishkai pachata charin.
Ya, chaigumandak ashagutak kikingunata shukja uchila pachaguta manyapani nacho. Chaika takikuna takipaichik inyukanchika chakiwan kashna shirapashu.
So he said, please follow along as they play and just stomp your foot like this. We thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and
Yukanchik mikanchik Hatun Kotama.
So we are Hatun Kotama.
Taita segundo kinchuki Kotama ayuyaktamanta.
Segundo Kinchuki.
Taita Alfonso Cabascango.
Alfonso Cabascango.
Mariano Maldonado. Mariano Kinchuki. Y Shinayata Taita Julio Tabango. Shinayata Nyukanchik Machikunak Nyukanchiwa Pacta Kashka. Osvaldo Sinchico. Y Chaishu Machigo y Mashutakapa. Y Mashutikapa.
Christina. So
Christina.
we have two friends who helped us out today that were able to stay through the end, and that's Osvaldo Sinchico, who's from Otavalo but lives here in DC, and also Christina, who's working with the Smithsonian today.
Yukanchi Megapanchi Hatu Kotama, Yukaka Kikingunapak, Mashi, Wauki, Patricio Maldonado Kapaninacho. Yupai Chanchi Tukuya Kaimashamushkamanta.
And then I'm your friend, Patricio Maldonado, and thank you so much. Thank you again, Hatun Kotama.